So the next song I'm going to be talking about is Wherever. And this song really has gone through a lot of changes. First of all, we didn't start with the title Wherever. It was originally called Bluesman, or What the Bluesman Sings or something. And the explanation of why we changed that title was originally it didn't have lyrics, and we came up with the name Bluesman just to put it in because it sounded like a bit of a bluesy song. And then we came up with lyrics, and I wasn't in for this session, but they were coming up with lyrics, and I came in the next session and they said, oh, by the way, it's not Bluesman anymore, we've come up with lyrics and it's called Wherever, because it really doesn't fit. So I was like, okay, fine with me, that was great. And the lyrics I love. It's really just, it really suits Jamie's voice. They're really just a lovely kind of, they have a lovely fit to the song. They really go with the underlying guitar parts, which obviously is what you want. So originally we didn't really know where we were putting the lyrics. We were like, is this going to be a song with lyrics or is it not? So now the evolution has kind of got to, we have a section A, we have a section B, and then we go back to section A. And section A is quite a bit slower and still quite fast, about 120 BPM. And then that has lyrics over it. In this part, Jamie sings, all the instruments are in apart from violin, because I just felt the violin really didn't fit with the first part. So Jamie came up with some harmonies for me, which was really exciting. He was like, this bit I really want to do harmonies on. I don't know what yet, but he went away and sent me a voice note, and so we did harmonies for just some tiny bits of the first bit. And then we go to section B and we have this slight pause, and in that time we have like maybe a 2-beat break of nothing happens, and then the drummer comes in and counts 4 with his sticks, and I halfway through do a slide up through the E string just to give it that like kind of bluesy new section feel, so a lead up almost, showing that we're changing. And the section B gets very, very fast. We move to a different key signature, and we move to a different BPM. So we go to about, I think we figured out it was 137-ish, 140, so we go up 20 BPM. And this is the bit where the violin comes in with some just to really, like, we wanted the sound to be filled out, so we filled it out with, we added another guitar player from year 1 called Isaac, who's been really good, so he's playing some guitar chords underneath everything, and I decided that we really need to big this up, so I did some violin chords as well, double stops. And then we go back to section A, but it's not exactly section A, it's the same melody, the same notes with violin, and it's speeded up still the same BPM as section B. And it's really lovely, and we have this sudden cutout, and it's just a lot, this piece I would say is a lot of fun. Jamie has a comment where he feels it's cringy because of the sudden speed up, but I think we all just have a lot of fun with it, and it's been really hard. I think it's only been the last week or 2 up to the performance, so just before we are performing we've kind of just about got it, which has been quite on edge. We've actually just, we didn't do it for the show and tell because it really wasn't ready. And then just leading up to this performance, we're all kind of just trying to get it as tight as possible. We keep repeating it, and I think only in these last 2 weeks we've kind of got it to a standard where we feel really happy with it. and as musicians our standards are quite high, but we really wanted to be happy with it. This song was just about getting all that rhythm and everyone knowing where to drop in and drop out and come in and go away. So it's been a bit of a struggle, but we have, I think, really enjoyed the process, and it's been that song where we can really just bounce ideas off of it and try and throw them in at it and see what happens. And I think it's really paid off. In my opinion, I really enjoy the piece now. Before I found it a bit tedious, and now actually it might be one of my favourites that we're doing. So my harmonies for part 1 go on the lyrics "I'll be there by your side," because Jamie wanted it to kind of reflect that there's 2 people saying "I'll be there by your side." There's 2 people in it. So I sing "I'll be there by your side." So it's a bit bluesy, a bit jazzy, and it really backs up what the other part is doing. Then we have this dropout after section A, where it's only the drummer counting. Lovely Alex. So I literally just to like add that lead up, like we're changing, we're doing something different, and then I do quite a lot of it's those double stops looped quite a lot, just to show the direction and show that we have got like a solid foundation for this part. And then when we come in on the next part, I do a specific rhythm, do some semiquavers, and it's kind of, we have in this last section, we have like teeny moments where everyone gets a bit quieter, dun dun da 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 dun, so everyone's a bit more held, and the bass isn't moving around so much, and that's where I fit in the violin part, just so that everyone gets their moment to play, you know. So I go and then that top D with the open A string to end it, just to give that finality to it. So this has been really fun, and I really hope we get to play it again at some point. I've really enjoyed the process for this one, or I've enjoyed definitely the end part of this, and before it was quite stressful. The communication skills to get it done really just weren't there to begin with, but now, having got through the stages of what are we doing with it, I just feel like it's a really completed, tight song, so I've really enjoyed it.